Today I felt like to shoot the video in a vlogger style, and I was mulling it over about the idea. But it's been a first time happen. I have no idea what to say. It feels like my mind just got blank. I was just observing the thing in the park, and I felt like everything has so much to say. Everything has so much to teach. Everything has its purpose. Everything has its reason to be on the planet Earth. And everything teaches us so many things, like so many things, that makes our life better, that makes our life great, that teaches us to live the best of the best life, and automatically gives the solutions to our problems. We feel poised by just looking at the things. We feel fascinating by just looking at the views. Everything nurtures beautiful emotions in ourselves. When I started observing the thing, I was looking at the sky, and I learned from the sky. Like, always keep the cup of your knowledge empty. The more your cup will empty, the more you will learn. The more you will learn, the more you elevate through the different levels of your life. The more you will elevate, the more you will do for yourself and for your society. The more you serve the people, the more your life becomes meaningful. When I was looking at the sky, then I looked at the birds. The birds were going from different directions. They were flying in the sky for their food, and they taught me, don't take care about the journey, just follow the journey. Reach to the higher level and learn whatever you want to learn. Follow your steps, and then when it's need, take some rest as well. Because sometimes breaks are necessary, and always be together, unite together. I was just watching at the birds, then I felt like, wow, it's a very great lesson. First time I observed the things. I was just beholding the views, then I started looking at the greenery, the trees. Then the only thing that I learned from the trees, it was one of the most beautiful things that I learned, that I observed. Like, always give to the people, believe in giving, serve wholeheartedly, without any expectations. The more you will give, the more you will receive. The more you will give without any expectations, you will automatically receive. And it is the true service when we give the people something without taking care of what we would receive. Because nature takes care of the things. Nature takes care of the results and it gives to us. Nature has an idea what we're looking for. And nature never let our down, because nature is always be with us. Nature will always be with us. But we don't realize this thing. We realize the thing when something good happens to us. We realize the thing when something miracle happens to us. But when we're stuck in the problem, then we have resentment from the nature. Then we blame the nature. Then we feel like, why it happened with me and why it happens only with me. But we don't realize everything has its reason. We are here to learn. It happened just because nature had taught to us something, and we had to learn so that we could elevate from the life, so that we could elevate from one situation to another situation, from one problem to another problem. We have to be capable about each and every situation. Like, we stuck in our career. Now we have to learn how to get promotion, how not to lose the job, how not to switch from one career to another career without any rhymes and reasons, and how to go beyond that point where we could fix the problem. Everything teaches us something. We stuck in the relationship, but we sit together. We talk together and we solve the problem together. We find the areas together and then we live together. And sometimes we reach the conclusion when there is no solution. Everything is all about learning. And learning makes our life very meaningful. It gives the actual meaning. And it gives the worth to our life because when we learn. So I believe in live and learning. I was just beholding the view. Then I saw some people in the park. The people were talking to each other. They were sharing their experiences. I learned from the people that everything that we have, it's all about the belief. And belief change our life. Belief affects our life. Belief works in our life. And belief makes us feel good, makes us feel bad. And I learned about the life. Life is nothing. It's just the letter C. Beyond the letter of B and D. Between the letter of B and D. B for birth. C for choices. D for death. Actually, it is the definition by Jim Quick from his book Limitless. But I observed this thing and it confirmed me when I was just observing the people. I was just coming back to my home and I saw some vehicles. They were going from here to there, from one direction to another direction. Then I learned from the vehicle. Sometimes there is a need to go fast. Sometimes there is a need to slow down the situation. Slow down in every situation so that we could observe the things, so that we could take necessary actions, so that we could judge the situations and find where we are, how we have to go, what kind of decision we need to make, and learn from the vehicles. Like everything is so much meaningful. Everything is so much great. And everything has its purpose. Life is all about the learning. Life is all about the choices. It is the best way to live the meaningful life, the great life, the purposeful life. I already have mentioned the purpose of the life of purpose. When you don't have the purpose, just start learning the things. Start observing the things. Start living with the people. Socialize with the people. Learn from their experiences and learn from their discussions. And learn from each and every element. Learn from yourself as well. From your situations, from the decisions, from your past, from your mistakes too. Everything teaches us so much. You will automatically get the purpose. You will automatically find something that really matters to you. And the more we make the mistake, the more we observe the thing, the more we get something that we didn't ever have noticed. But we needed to notice. But now, if we start noticing the thing, we find the clue in our life. And that clue is important thing. And that clue gives us the purpose. Sometimes we ignore the situations, we ignore the people, but we don't have any idea like why those people came into our life and what people were looking for at that time. Every moment, every opportunity, every discussion has some kind of meaning. But sometimes we ignore the things, we avoid the things because it was not our cup of tea. And when we notice the thing, sometimes we feel regretful. And then we try to chase the opportunity, and the ship has already sailed. Nothing can be do about the past, but it can be learned from the past. Our past always prepared us, not define us. That is the beauty of the past. But the more we notice the thing, the more we discuss about the details, the more we observe about the details, the only thing we can do, we can learn. We need to live and learn. Life is all about living and learning. Makes the mistake. We all make the mistake. It's common. But repeating the mistake is a bad thing. Repeating the mistake means we don't have awareness. We are not serious about the life. We need to serious about the life, but not too much serious. We always are in some kind of situations, and we always will be some kind of situations. One thing that I learned when I was observing the things, especially about me, my just the concentration went to my mind, and I noticed the thing. Our mind always wants something that it could solve. Our mind loves to be in a problem. Once we feel like we are happy, then our mind starts finding the another problem. Or when we find the another problem, our mind starts working on them. It's a different thing. We don't like to be in a problem. Even I have aversion to any kind of problem. But it is the best way of workout to our mind. And our mind can't live without this thing. Our mind has designed in such a way that it always feels like solving the problem. And it is the only thing that we enjoy. It's the only thing that makes our life meaningful, fascinating. And that's why we feel like why life's problems are not solving. Why we always put into something. Why we always think about something. Why we can sit at the particular place and just feel neutral happiness, the abundance and content that we normally look for in our life. But the thing is, it is our human psychology, it's our mind that's designed in a particular way. And the best thing about living the life is we just need to take the things for granted sometimes. Because the more we take the things seriously, the more we make our life dreary, the more we feel serious about everything. And serious people we normally see, they are in hospital, they don't live the life. They always remain under the weather. So sometimes there is a need just to take the things for granted, just to take the things lightly. Tim Ferriss had written one of its book, and he said, develop a habit of letting small bad things happen in your life. If you don't, you will not find the time for life-changing big things. So we just need to take the small things seriously, not too much seriously, but a little bit seriously. We have to develop the habit, let the small bad things happen in our life, and just ignore those things. And just consider these are the part of the life. These are the tasks you need to solve. And these just make all these problems routine of your life. Like we follow our routine. We up in the morning, we get ready, we go to the work, we fulfill the responsibility, we take care of our families, then we get back to work. And the problems we usually face, like someone sometimes ignore to us, sometimes don't answer the call, sometimes people disturbs us, and we feel like we should have answered their call, that call must be important. These are just small problems. And don't be over explanative. Develop a habit and always take the things, these are normal. There's no need to be over explanative. And let the things happen. Don't take care about anything. Like people feel good, people will feel bad. The more we try to please the people, the more it will feel like it's less. People will always have resentment with us. And that's why we don't live the happy life, we don't live the contentful life. So take the thing for granted sometimes. And you have to identify which things need to take for granted. So I was observing the things, I was living with the things, and it was a wonderful feeling that I got. And with all the lessons, I get back to my home and I was just enjoying the afternoon and I felt like, let's make the video in a blogger style. And first time I tried and my hand started hurting, and I know how it feels like making the video by just changing the sides of the phone. With this message, with this challenge of making the video like vlogger style, make the world a better place to live. Bring the smiles on everyone's face. That's all I've got to say about this. Signing off, Vivek Kumar, your buddy. Bye bye.